Chapter 15, Marketing and Public Relations. Software Age Ratings. When it comes to software ratings, the producer must be aware of what rating is desired, and this involves understanding who your target audience is. It's important to consider what is appropriate content for the age group of your intended audience. But when considering a desired rating, we have to consider more than just our targeted audience. We also have to consider if stores will stock our game on their shelves, or will a mature rating keep it off of their shelves. Different regions have different rating boards. Here in the US, we use the ESRB, or Entertainment Software Rating Board, while most of Europe falls under the Pan-European Game Information, or PEGI, rating board. And in the United Kingdom, software is rated by the BBFC, or British Board of Film Classification. Main areas of concern are violence, language, drug use, adult themes, sex and nudity, and criminal acts. Under the ESRB rating system, a rating of everyone means that the content is generally suitable for all ages, may contain minimal cartoon fantasy or mild violence, and/or infrequent use of mild language. A rating of everyone 10 plus means the content is generally suitable for ages 10 and up, may contain more cartoon fantasy or mild violence, mild language, and/or minimal suggestive themes. A teen rating indicates that the content is generally suitable for ages 13 and up, may contain violence, suggestive themes, crude humor, minimal blood, simulated gambling, and/or infrequent use of strong language. And a mature 17 plus rating indicates that the content is generally suitable for ages 17 and up, may contain intense violence, blood, gore, sexual content, and/or strong language. And adults only 18 plus means that the content is suitable only for adults ages 18 and up, may include prolonged scenes of intense violence, graphic sexual content, and/or gambling with real currency. And finally, a rating pending means that the game has not yet been assigned a final ESRB rating. Appears only in advertising, marketing, and promotional materials related to a physical video game that is expected to carry an ESRB rating and should be replaced by a game's rating once it has been assigned. There are a lot of content descriptors that the ESRB uses when rating a game. Let's take a look at a few games and their ESRB ratings. We'll start with Animal Crossing. With its comic mischief, Animal Crossing has been rated E for everyone. The next game we will look at is Fortnite, which has been rated teen due to violence. And finally, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which has been rated mature 17 plus due to blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, suggestive themes, and use of drugs. When developing a game, build time in the production schedule for submitting the game to ratings boards. It will generally take 10 to 45 days to receive a final rating. If you need to resubmit due to receiving an undesired rating, this can take an extra 10 to 45 days. This can really impact the success of your game if you're aiming, for instance, for a release during the holiday season. I remember, for example, years ago when I was working on Goblin Commander, we had a goblin character who had been designed to have a cigar in his mouth. The character had been modeled and animated when it was finally decided to lose the cigar. Tobacco use could have jeopardized our game by getting us a rating that would hurt our sales. Here are a couple factors to consider when working with marketing. It is recommended to involve marketing early on in the development process by providing them with screenshots, demos, game builds, and the manual text. To market the game most effectively, marketing should be kept apprised of the development team's schedule. And they will need information regarding the game's story, main characters, features of the game, as well as the targeted audience. Some of the information to communicate to marketing are the feature list, story, the game's control scheme, the core gameplay rules, character descriptions, cheats, and walkthroughs. Focus groups can be useful for receiving feedback on the game's concepts, features, stories, and characters. The marketing team often works with external vendors to set up focus testing. And when it comes to the game's packaging, the developer needs to provide the assets on time, including the manual text, screenshots, and the controller configuration. A large developer may have a creative services department to produce the packaging, while a smaller developer may create their own. Time will need to be allocated for editing, layout, proofreading, and localization of the manual. The final layout and packaging for the box art is typically created by the marketing team. Demos are marketing tools that build enthusiasm for a game prior to purchasing. They not only help create buzz for your game, but also boost sales. I have definitely played demos that have convinced me to buy a game. Have you ever played a demo that convinced you to buy the game? Some marketing assets that the development team can provide marketing are high-resolution screenshots of gameplay, actual game footage, and high-resolution artwork for magazines and posters. Game builds can be used to show journalists, retail buyers, and potential customers your game. This will help build buzz or publicity for your game. Years ago, I worked on a demo for the game Warhawk. This was a character I rigged and animated for a demo that was being created for a big trade conference / trade show. Developers frequently attend trade shows. This can be an exciting opportunity to not only show off your work, but also see what other studios are doing. The PR team, or public relations, sets up interviews and press tours. And developer diaries are a good way to help market a game and keep fans engaged. They are generally written by the developers and can give people insight to the team's creative process. A developer diary describes the work being done on the game and can include concept art, models, etc. In summary, it is crucial to manage the relationship between marketing and development, and the schedule needs to account for marketing needs or else the publicity of the game will suffer. I hope you have found this informative, and thanks for watching.